Very, very sad. But we're going to get on into this game, guys. Dutch StarCraft League qualifier number 2. We're in the round of 8 right now, where we do have JayPower taking on This Game Sucks. Game number 2 in this series. Let's get on into it. Top right-hand corner of Cloud Kingdom, the red Protoss playing for Team UCAP Esports. He is JayPower. And his opponent, the green Zerg, just one game from elimination right now in this tournament. He's got to give it his all and put it all on the line because his back is against the wall. He's going to get smushed out of this tournament right here if he does not win this game. You might be saying this right now. It's This Game Suck. But here on Cloud Kingdom, I mean, what are the options for a Zerg player? This is a relatively turtley map, or how do we look at this game going in through the early and mid game? What's the meta game look like?
Yeah, well, usually Zerg players just take a really fast free bases. On this map, it's a lot less dangerous to do that compared to Whirlwind, where we saw the spawning positions were just not in favor for the Zerg. His third base was just expanding towards the Protoss base, something you never want to have. On this map, is a different case. He can just take a third base relatively safe. He should have around 2 overlords near the Protoss base for scouting around 7 minutes. Then he knows what's up. In that case, he can just respond appropriately, and then what's probably going to happen, either we see an Immortal all-in from the Protoss, or we're going to see a really long macro game where the Zerg player is trying to go for Brood Lords, in which case he's going to take a 4th base, going to make some Spine Crawlers around the big ramp over there, and also at his natural. Then he's protected basically from every side. He's going to attack up, stay passive, hope the Protoss doesn't attack, make Brood Lords, and then go for some kind of final push. Like how I'm describing it right now is usually how it goes. But of course we can see some deviating play from that. This game suck looks to me the kind of player who doesn't necessarily play the meta game as I just described. He might play a little bit more aggressively, which I would like to see, by the way. And JayPower, of course, plays differently as well, because again he opened with Gateway Assimilator, so what I just said for a couple of minutes is not going to happen at all. We just have to wait and see again how it's going to envelop.
There you go. And so right now, JayPower once again goes from that gateway, drops the cybernetics core there on the high ground. We'll see as he's starting to bank up some minerals. Might be looking to drop that Nexus here relatively soon. Our Zerg player, though, going with that early spawning pool. And there is the early gas. Once again, you're now at 347, even earlier than the gas in the last game. Could we be looking at maybe something like extremely early Zergling speed, or maybe even some roach pressure?
This, I just think he's gonna go for fast circling speed because he's scared of a gateway attack. And last game, what happened was that his circling speed wasn't finished when the Protoss attacked, and maybe that's why this time he's thinking, well, if I get it a little bit earlier, then I can really deter this pressure a lot easier than in last game, which is gonna put him in a really nice position. But the bad thing, like what's going on for the Zerg player right now, he's not sure yet if the Protoss is gonna commit to that or not. And if the Protoss is not going to commit to an attack like that, our Zerg player just wasted this early gas timing, in which, of course, he lost a lot of minerals for nothing.
Well, not only the early gas timing, but look at the Spine Crawler as well. Already a Spine Crawler completed. I mean, this is so early on a Spine Crawler. This game suck is playing extremely scared right now.
Yeah, he's just scared of last game. He doesn't want to go out of the tournament, and that's why he's doing everything in his power to just stay on defense and prepare for basically everything. But that's costing him economy. And again, like I just said, if JayPower decides not to attack, he's going to be ahead. And I'm afraid that JayPower is a good enough of a player to realize that and just go heavy economy style. Although I must say, he's not really using his Chrono Boost on his main Nexus. Now he's doing it once, but he could really make some more workers if he wanted to.
Yeah, he certainly could. And there goes some Chrono Boosts into the workers. And once again, now we see a Stargate coming out.
Yep.
So that Stargate going to be looking toward that Phoenix play. And, well, the Phoenixes, last time that we saw JayPower use them, it was on Daybreak. Am I correct?
Sorry, I couldn't exactly hear you.
The last time that we saw the Phoenixes being used, they were on, was it Daybreak?
Yeah, that was Hearthstone, wasn't it?
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah.
JayPower, did
He
he use
used
the
it on the same
Phoenixes
map.
on Cloud Kingdom?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Against the
that's
Zerg
right.
who went for a Roach Hydra.
That's right, yeah. So we'll see if this game Suck has a little bit of a different approach here, as he is taking not only his lair, but his third base going up as well. Still trying to maintain map control, and still did a good job of taking one of the Zelnaga watchtowers. Not going to be going for the other just yet, though, as a Zealot is defending that. And now the Zerglings looking to come in and assert their dominance. Take that Zealot down and grab some map control. Phoenixes are being revealed, though.
Yeah, and I feel Spire. Yeah, a Spire is building. I thought so because the lair timing was really early, and now he's making a Spire. Yeah, this could go really either way. As a Zerg player myself, if I was in the Zerg player's position right now, I would not go for Mutas, but I would just go for some Corruptors. Then you're 100% safe. If he's going for Mutas right now, you know, it's not an all-in move, but it's definitely something that you don't want to take the risk as a Zerg player to go for Mass Muta right now. You don't want to take that risk. Especially since the Phoenix is just scouting it out right now. So the Protoss might even decide to make an extra Stargate and just go Mass Phoenix production.
Yeah, Mass Phoenix, and especially if they grab the Phoenix range, Mutalisks just get absolutely destroyed. But instead, going to opt for Blink, as +1 finishes up on the ground weapons. Might start to continue that with +2. And then Blink Stalkers, they'll do pretty damn good against Mutalisks as well.
Yeah, yeah, this is the other option that the Protoss can do. Just go for Blink Stalker. And I think both options are fine. The only thing is, like, yeah, like the Protoss is not sure yet if he's going Muta or Corruptor, and we can see in the production tab that this actually is going to be Mutalisks, which is really surprising in my opinion. In which case the double Stargate Phoenix option would have been better, but of course the Protoss didn't know that. So he's going for the safe option. Blink Stalker is just as fine.
Yeah, and doing a lot of damage with these Phoenixes so far. Even going to pick up another Queen right here. Looking for more kills on them. Milo's going to make their way out, though. Getting rallied right next to these Phoenixes. Phoenixes will outrun the Mutalisks just a little bit, but able to do some damage as well. They want to lift up that Queen and kill her so badly. But, oh, well, both these players showing some very good micro thus far. Not wanting to lose any of their units, and just going to be trying to pull back a little bit. The Phoenixes to regenerate some shields, and the Mutalisks to wait for a few more of their comrades to enter the air.
Yeah, I even think that the Protoss, of course, we as casters know more than the players, but the Zerg basically has no ground army. He has 14 Zerglings and that's it. His third base is totally unprotected. I think JayPower should, or maybe could, realize this and just do an attack, but we see his army, yeah, he's just gonna kill some. He's gonna take the third base right now, which is the safe option, and it really reminds me a little bit about the last game we saw from him on Cloud Kingdom as well. He was doing some very similar stuff. A high Phoenix count, taking a third base, you know, he's not going all in or something. He's just playing it safe. Quite an adult style, you know, it's something that it's just a really solid style. Now the Mutalisks are going to try to harass some workers, but the Phoenix are close by.
They're going to get some damage done here, but like you said, they need to be very close to the Phoenixes. They can make a nice juke there, able to get out in time. And last time he went for Storm in this position against the Hydralisk-based army. Against Zergling Mutalisks, there's nothing better than Storm and Archons.
Yeah, I would imagine that he's going for it right now, but he's not. So maybe he's going for a timing attack. He doesn't need it. The thing you described is better, but it's later as well. And now he decides it's a good time to just attack and win the game straight out.
18 Mutalisks going in for a counter, though. He's canceled the third base already, and he's looking to actually bring down the Zerg's fourth right now. Zerg fourth has to be canceled here momentarily, as the Mutalisks and Phoenixes are starting to engage. Mutas, of course, do better damage, and they're going to be able to clean up the Phoenixes faster, but the Phoenixes with better mobility. And now the Protoss, well, Gateway Death Ball actually making its way into the third. The Phoenixes still trying to defend the rest of the base, as they're going to engage right here. The Mutas getting a lot of shots off. A few Phoenixes do drop right there, and now the Mutas actually looking to actually get into the base. But the third base does go down for the Zerg, and another swipe right there. The Mutalisks actually take out a couple more Phoenixes. Only a total of 7 Phoenixes left, and the great micro, though, from JayPower thus far.
Yeah, JayPower is microing this really well, and I must say that, yeah, I didn't really expect the battle to go this way, but we should talk about what's happening in the net of the Zerg right now.
Going into the spine callers, but there's the Mutalisk for the flank. Zerglings going to be coming in as well. Guardian shields are active, but the Zerglings on the ground, able to clean up the army, and JayPower able to kill the bases, but made a costly engagement right there.
Very costly. I'm not sure who's ahead right now. I mean, the Zerg player has a lot of Mutalisk. He's making 6 more. I think he has air dominance. Oh no, not right now. Good. He really needs to wait. When his 6 or 7 Mutas comes out, then he can fight, and then he can probably crush this army as well.
They are +1. He needs to engage the Phoenixes while the Stalkers are either engaging the wall or independent of the Stalkers. There's the Blinka. This is not the engagement he necessarily wants. Actually, the Zergling going to be shredding on the ground as the Mutalisks are bouncing around, actually killing a ton of Phoenixes right here. And somehow ThisGameSuck seems to be taking a decent engagement. But how many Phoenixes are still in the air? There's still 6 Phoenixes and 5 Stalkers on the ground. He needs the second wave to come in right here. Zerglings once again to be going in. Mutalisk trying to get a good engagement. All the Stalkers are dead. There's 2 more left on the low ground. And there's the big warp in coming in for the Protoss player, trying to reinforce the high ground. There's still a lot of Phoenixes left in the air. 11 Phoenixes. Gonna try to bring down these Zealots as best as they can. And eliminating the rest of the Phoenixes. There's only 3 Phoenixes left. And he can just right-click these Mutas across and kill the rest of the Protoss army right now.
Yeah. I really am impressed by how ThisGameSuck handled this situation, because it looked really dire for him. He lost his third base. Then the Protoss made a mistake by entering to the natural base where there were 8 Spinecrawlers waiting. And now he just lost his entire Phoenix force. The Muta count is still pretty high at 14. He just almost killed another couple. They're all half health. The Protoss is still on 2 base. This game is still pretty even.
It is somehow even. And our Protoss player going to be starting to mine out his main relatively soon.
Just
as
lost
the Phoenixes
another
just
Phoenix
go down.
Whoa.
All of the Phoenixes go down. And JayPower, is he demoralized? Is he giving up this game? As Stalkers are starting to warp in on the low ground right there, using Blink to its maximum extent and trying to defend with the photon cannons. But the Phoenixes, the Mutalisks, then that's it. GG.